business. She is also known to be a business-minded individual. Her entrepreneurial mindset reflects her ability to think innovatively, seize opportunities, and strive for growth, not only in her career, but also in other ventures. Her story is truly inspiring. A story of perseverance, continuous learning, and success. She is a living proof that with hard work, determination, and faith, dreams can indeed become reality. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving a warm and enthusiastic welcome to our guest speaker, Engineer Lorraine Von Torres Capada. Let's give her a round of applause, please.
To the school principal, Mr. Mario Quiotanan, to our respective school administration, dedicated teachers, proud parents, and most especially to our dear students. Good morning and congratulations. It is truly an honor to be invited as your guest speaker on this very special occasion. Today, we celebrate not only your achievements, but also the hard work, discipline, and perseverance that brought you here. Standing here today brings back a lot of memories. I remember being in your place, proudly wearing my uniform, attending recognition programs. But today is different, because this day is about you, your efforts, and your achievements. The nights of studying, overcoming challenges, and choosing to continue when things were difficult. Each of you has a story behind your success, and today, we recognize all of it. This is just easy, my new students. I say this because I was once a high school student just like you. Back then, I was very active, I was an achiever, an athlete, and I joined as many contests and activities and organizations as much as I could. I always tried to do my best, and I was very driven. I thought I already knew what I wanted. But as I was writing this speech just this morning, I realized something. Not everyone here has the same story. Some of you are driven, you set goals, stay focused, and give your best in everything you do. And some of you are just going with the flow, or maybe going against it. Some of you feel excited about the future, others feel uncertain or even afraid. And you know what? Okay na din na siya. Looking back, I actually didn't get to experience my last recognition and graduation. It was 2020 when the pandemic happened. It took away the chances to march with my parents, to go off the stage and receive my medal. And of course, to speak in front of my fellow students. But today, seeing all of you here fully experiencing this moment reminds me of how important this day really is. In a way, this moment feels like something I finally get to experience too. But first, let me share some of my story as a student. Although I have experienced success, straight lines, 9 times students, perfecting exams, life really has a way of humbling me because I have also experienced failure. Like literally failed my grades back in senior high school. Like nakakuha ko minus 7, but it was not because I was negligent. I was aware of my capabilities, of what I can and cannot do. And I like standing up for what I believe is right. That grade was mistakenly written, and I knew I had to fight for it. Then I thought, mo na dun ni ang pinakalasing kita ko failing grade. But then in college, Life humbled me again. Taking up civil engineering was not an easy feat. It was science, and I loved science, but it was also mathematics, and I hate mathematics. The first 2 years was a struggle. It was a pandemic, and I tried my best to be authentic, to answer every question based on what I know and what I studied. Because during the pandemic, everything is laid before you. The internet, your phone, and your computer. It was super easy with just a click away from the answer. So the discipline during that time was high. When I entered my third year in college, that was the time the schools finally reopened after the pandemic. For the first time, I got to experience real university life. Just like in high school, I stayed active, I joined different activities, received awards, and I really studied hard. From the outside, it looks like I was doing well. Some of my classmates even looked up to me. But what people didn't see was what I was going through internally. It was my first time being away from home for months. I was alone and I was struggling mentally. There were days when it was hard to focus, days when I was overwhelmed, but I kept it to myself. Because sometimes, even when you look okay on the outside, you're not okay on the inside. Then came the releasing of grades. Deep inside, I already knew I was on the edge. I remember being in the kitchen slowly trying to tell my mom that I might fail one subject. And that subject wasn't any subject. It was the prerequisite for 2 more. Which meant, if I failed, everything would be delayed. And at that moment, all I could think about, Mom, delayed ko. I won't get grade in time. Madaling ako malaking honor. But after working hard for so long, one subject changed everything. And that experience taught me something I will never forget. Even when you're doing your best, you can still struggle. Even when you're strong, you can still feel weak. To those of you who are going through something silently, struggling mentally, feeling pressured, or feeling alone, please know that it's okay to not be okay. You don't always have to be strong. And asking for help does not make you weak, it makes you human. To those of you who are going through something silently, struggling mentally, feeling pressured or feeling alone, please know you don't always have to be strong. And asking for help does not make you human. It makes you human. Your worth is not defined by one grade, one delay, or one failure. Because after I graduated, I passed 2 licensure examinations, 2 months, just before the first one. Today, I stand here not as a student, but as a professional. But to be honest, when I was invited to be your guest speaker, I hesitated. I thought to myself, I'm not yet qualified. I'm still on my way. I am still far from where I want to be. But then I realized, who can be more relatable to someone who is still figuring out just like you? And because of that, I want to share a few things I've learned, not as someone who has still figured it out, but someone who is still learning along the way. This might sound cliche and redundant, but it's always a great reminder. Number 1, you don't always have to figure everything out. In school, there's always this pressure, kung saan ang course yung kitay, kung saan ang career yung gusto. Asa yung makita yung future? And sometimes, when you don't have answers, you feel like you're already behind. But the truth is, you're not. Some people discover what they really want early, and some people discover it later. And some people discover it through mistakes. And that's okay. Because life is not about having a perfect plan. It's about taking one step at a time. So if right now you feel confused, uncertain, or even lost, don't panic. Just focus on your next step, do what you can today, learn what you can today, and trust that clarity will come. A few weeks ago, I heard a story about a student. She was bright, hardworking, and full of dreams. After graduation, she already knew what she wanted to take specific course in a university in the city. She had a plan, she had a goal, she knew what she wanted. But life didn't go the way she expected. Because of family problems, she was forced to let go of the dream to take a different course here in her own hometown. Simply because that was what they could afford. And imagine how difficult it must have felt to have a certain plan and suddenly everything changes. Now some people might think at that situation and think, sayang kaayo yung plan. But I see it differently. Her story is not a failure, it's a redirection. Because sometimes life doesn't follow the plan we created. Things don't go the way we want, not because we failed, but because life is leading us somewhere else. So those of you who might experience the same thing, maybe you won't get to your dream school, you won't have to choose a different course, maybe your path will change because of circumstances you cannot control. And that's what happens. It's easy to feel disappointed. It's easy to feel like you're failing behind. But please remember this, your starting point does not define your ending. You can still grow, you can still succeed, you can still reach your dreams just in a different way. Sometimes, the path changes, but your effort, your mindset, and your determination, those are still yours. And those are the things that will take you forward. So life doesn't go according to your plans, don't lose hope. Adjust, adapt, and keep going. Number two, discipline is more important than motivation. Let's be honest with you. There will be many days when you feel unmotivated. Days when you're tired, days when you feel lazy, days when you just want to scroll on your phone instead of doing your task. And sometimes, you'll say, I'll do it tomorrow. But tomorrow becomes the next day, and then the next, until nothing gets done. That's why motivation is not enough. What you need is discipline. Discipline is choosing to study even when you don't feel like it. Discipline is showing up when it's hard. Discipline is doing your responsibilities even when no one is watching. Because success is not built in moments of motivation. It is built in the days when you don't feel like doing anything, but you do it anyway. Last, your effort matters, even if you don't think it does. Sometimes, you felt like your effort is not enough. You study, but your score is too low. You try, but someone else does it better. You give your best, but it feels unnoticed. And because of that, you start questioning yourself, is this even worth it? But let me tell you this, your effort is never wasted. Every time you try, you improve, even if you don't see it yet. Every time you fail, you learn something, even if it's not obvious. Growth is not always visible. Sometimes it happens quietly. So don't just stop just because you don't see results immediately. Keep going. For all the grade 7 and 9 students, you are at the stage of discovery, learning who you are, what you like, and what you are capable of. This is the time to explore and experiment, join clubs, try out for sports, participate in contests, even if you're not sure you'll win. Each experience teaches you something about yourself. Don't worry too much about having your life figured out yet. Right now, your most important job is building habits that will stay with you. Being disciplined with your studies, being curious about the world, and being kind to those around you. These small actions, doing homework on time, helping a classmate, or practicing a skill might seem minor now, but they lay the foundation for the person you will become. And remember, it's okay to make mistakes. In fact, mistakes are the ones of the best ways to learn. Don't be afraid to ask for help from your teachers, parents, or friends. The strongest students aren't the ones who never fail, but the ones who learn from every challenge, adapt, and keep going. So enjoy this year, laugh, explore, and be brave. Don't rush growing up. Every step, no matter how small, is progress. As you celebrate your achievements today, I want to remind you of something very important. Never forget the people who helped you to get here, your teachers and your parents. Your teachers have seen you at your best and at your worst. They've guided you through difficult lessons, encouraged you when you wanted to give up, and pushed you to reach your potential. Sometimes, they might seem strict, but that's because they believe in you. And your parents, your first teachers in life, have been your constant supporters. They've stayed up late, helping you with your projects, reminding you to study for exams, and cheered for you even when you doubted yourself. Some days you sacrifice your own comfort just to give you the opportunity to succeed. Every medal, every award, every recognition you receive is not just yours. It is a reflection of the love, guidance, and sacrifices of those who walk the journey with you.